Stocks our strategists feel are poised to deliver positive returns are featured now in their top stock picks of the week.
Hello everybody, Ben Rains here with Zacks Top Stock Picks. Today I'm looking at KB Home, which trades in the ticker KBH. All right, so KB Home, I keep putting an S on the end of it, is one of the biggest U.S. home builders currently operating in 47 markets. We can see that the company attempts to build homes in highly desirable areas within states such as we can see Colorado, Arizona, Texas, California, Nevada, and in popular areas that are continuing to grow. So that's the basis there. KB also allows buyers to customize many of the aspects of their homes, and they're really committed to more energy efficient homes. KB has benefited from the booming COVID housing market that's been driven by low interest rates and a desire for more space. We should note that millennials are finally fueling the housing market, and that will likely continue for at least the near-term future. And this plays right into KBH's strength, since a majority, which was 62% in 2021, of its clients are first-time home buyers. Plus, reports suggest that the U.S. housing market is still millions of single-family homes short of current demand, even after a booming 2 years of home buying. Let's also remember that even as the 30-year mortgage rates are off their lows, so we'll go over here, we can see they're up big in the last year. If you go out, so they were the lowest at around 2.65 in January of 2021, but they're still right around their pre-COVID levels right here. And if we look out historically, they're still super, super low, to give everyone a context of why the higher interest rates aren't necessarily just going to cause no one to want to buy a home anymore. So moving on, KBH topped Zacks Q4 earnings estimates in early January with the quarterly revenue up 40%. Meanwhile, its 2021 sales climbed 37% to $5.7 billion. Its net income soared 91%, and it closed the year with a backlog of $4.95 billion, which was up 67%. And despite the economic challenges, the firm raised its 2022 outlook and projected an average selling price of between $480,000 and $490,000. This is up from a $423,000 average range last year. And so if we look ahead, we can see that Zacks estimates are calling for another 30% top line growth to about $7.5 billion, and then 12% more after that to $8.4 billion. And then big bottom line growth again this year of 68% to $10.16 per share, and another 10% growth expected. And we could see that since their last report, their earnings estimates have trended heavily up 29 and 25% respectively since that fourth quarter release. All of this helps the company land a Zacks ranked #1 strong buy at the moment. And we can note that it's part of a highly ranked Zacks industry in the top 12% of that home buyers space. And it pays a dividend yield of, we'll go over here, to a dividend yield of 1.5% at the moment, which tops the S&P 500. And we should note that its dividend yield is not boosted by a falling stock price. It's up about 85% in the last 3 years to top the S&P 500. 70% climb in its industry's average. That said, it has suffered an up and down last 12 months and is trading at around $39 a share, as we can see right here, which is 22% below last May's highs. This also marks a really massive discount to its current Zacks consensus price target. And with the fall down, and it's been recalibrated significantly along with its impressive earnings outlook. It's trading at decade-long lows in terms of forward 12-month earnings. It's trading at 3.8 times forward 12-month earnings, which marks a massive discount compared to its industry's 5.7 times average. It's also 60% below its own year-long highs and 77% below its 5-year highs. So with its big, impressive earnings outlook boost, and the fact that its stock price has fallen 22% off its highs, it's now trading at really nice valuations. So overall, you might want to consider KB Home for its dividend, its solid valuation, especially amid what's going to be continuing to see strong home buying demand. And with higher interest rates this year, people are looking for stocks that can continue to make money during even what could be a very uncertain time. So that does it for me, and now I'm going to send it over to Dave.
Well, thanks for that, Ben. I've got my top stock pick of the week, and it is AGCO, ticker AGCO. They just had an awesome earnings report where they reported $3.75 versus a buck 72 estimates on revenues of 3.16 billion versus estimates calling for 3.05 billion. Let's take a look at Zacks.com and see what else I like about the stock. See the big move here intraday. This is on February 8th. Stocks up 8% on the earnings news. It is a Zacks rank number 2 buy. You can expect that might even get better. Take a look at the style scores. A for value, C for growth, C for momentum to help it round out with a VGM composite score of B. It is in the manufacturing farm equipment industry, which is in the top 25% of our Zacks industry rank. Now, again, these ESP numbers and the last surprise numbers we have over here are not going to be accurate because this just reported. But take a look at what these estimates have for the current year. 60% EPS growth for the current year, 16% for next year. Those are solid numbers. If you look at the sales side, 20.5% year-over-year growth for the current year, 7.58% growth for next year. Keep an eye on this stock because these numbers are likely to tick up. And look at the trend we've seen here. While current year really hasn't moved at all, next year's numbers gone from 1039 up to 1051. And also we can see the surprise history, right? These big surprise numbers. I just stated the last surprise for this morning. So this is all going to update and look probably even better tomorrow. So AGCO overall, Zacks rank number 2 buy, just had a monster report this morning in a top industry with great style scores, and we've got a ton of growth. So that's why that right now is one of the picks that I have to click this week. So there you go. That's all I have for my top stock pick of the week, AGCO. For me and Ben and everybody, we want to say thanks for watching the show. But before you go, check out www.zacks.com/promo for this week's deal on our 30-day trial of Zacks Ultimate. We'll see you next week.